No matter how good you think you are, you're going to screw up. Never dwell on your mess ups.
How long? How long do you think?
You need to quickly, right? You need to just do two things. Understand what went wrong and what are you going to do to never make that mistake again. Then quit. Don't ever bring it up again. I tell people that stuff all the time. People on my team, we fuck up and they go, man, and they just keep talking about it. I'm like, stop. Because you're turning this good energy that we're having, and you keep bringing it up, you're going to drag us down.
Yeah, 100%.
Team morale, the morale of the office is very important, right? High energy, good energy attracts more good energy. The moment you change that, that's when, like, why do things keep happening to me? Why do bad things keep happening to me? Have you ever thought to think about maybe you have set the tone for those things to happen? And I'm not talking about voodoo magic. I'm talking about when you don't feel good, when the energy in the room sucks and everybody's negative, you make wrong decisions. You make one wrong decision after another wrong decision after another. And that's why you keep thinking this bad luck happens to you.
Definitely. It's like waking up in the morning and saying, here we go again. I'm gonna get rejected on all my calls.
Yeah.
You're already setting the tone. So just imagine going to the office and just telling people like, oh man, I'm still upset about last week how I didn't close that deal. It's like, yo, like let's find another deal for you and let's stop talking about it.
You see me, like, honestly, when things go wrong, even in the office, you see me, I'm like, I'm very quick to shrug it off.
Yeah.
I'm like, next one.
Yeah. I know a lot of people, I mean, it's a common thing. I know a lot of people who just for some reason can't, it's a common problem, but people can't get past whatever happened to them in the past, whether failure, even wins too, which is crazy.
Well, we're going to get to that.
Oh, okay.
We're going to get to that. So you got to have short-term memory with your losses. Again, do those two things, move on. Forget about it. On to the next. Don't dwell. Okay? That's the first thing. But you also need to you do the same with the wins. Okay? You close a big contract. Okay, great. Two things. You celebrate a little bit. You figure out what you did right. Move on. Because some people, they dwell on the wins and they don't focus on the next thing, which is how do you get more wins? How do you stack your wins? Oh, yeah, how many people do you know, especially in sales, they go, yeah, I closed a big deal. I'm done for the year.
I've heard that
hell?
a lot.
Like, I just closed a $5 million contract. I just made $100,000 for the month. I'm good. I'm going to take my foot off the gas. I'm not going to prospect. And then they wonder why the next month they didn't close any deals.
Yeah.
Short-term memory with that stuff, guys. Look, congratulations. You did good. Pat on the back. Maybe go buy something a little nice. Have a good dinner. Celebrate. Boom. Back in the office. Back on the grind.
Yep. 100%.
All right? So that's what you need to do because, having this is very important because I see that be the downfall and I see people's business go up, down, up, down, up, down because of that.
Yeah.
Short-term memory.
I like it. I like it. Super powerful, super specific, but very powerful. I think everybody should implement that in their life, whether you're even an entrepreneur or not. You don't need to be dwelling on the past. You don't need to be dwelling on your wins. You don't want to be the guy who says, back in my day in high school, I was captain of the football team. Well, what are you doing today?
Yeah.
What are you guys doing today? And what I want to add and almost challenge what you're saying about short-term memory for bad situations, a step further that you could even take is not even complain about it at all. Just to go straight resourceful. All right, what can I do? Don't even talk about it. You don't need to mention it because that's just still putting bad energy out there. Just go straight to, how do I solve this? What can I do?
That's right.
100%.
Number two I wrote down is that you always, at the minimum, need to think 7 steps ahead. Every action you take, you should already be role-playing in your head the next 7 steps. You have to visualize because in business, it's very dynamic, right? Which means that if you sign this contract today, or let's break it back. If I say this at the very bare minimum step, if I say this, the client will say this, and then I'll say this, and then he'll say this, and then I'll close them with this.
Yeah.
Sounds kind of, just like a script, right? But the other thing is you can't just play checkers. You can't just think one step ahead because you're going to get caught with your pants down.
Yeah.
So as a, one of the traits or skills that you have to have is start running through all the scenarios,
Yeah.
right? If you open a second location, for example, what's that going to do for my, my managers? Are they going to be able to manage it? Okay. Who's going to run it? What's going to happen if they don't run it? Do I have enough time in the day to navigate both stores, for example?
Yeah.
That's what I thought of when we opened Rise and Grind 1, Rise and Grind 2, and then Rise and Grind 3, and then Honey Bear.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I had to play out that whole scenario in my head to where if everything went wrong or if XYZ went wrong, what am I going to do?
I like that. So you're saying that people should be 7 steps ahead, up and down, whether it's good or bad, play out those scenarios.
Everything.
I like
You
it.
have to run through all of them, because that way, when something doesn't go your way,
Mm-hmm.
you're not reactive.
Of
You're
course.
proactive.